Hey guys, what's up? Thought I'd do a video on how to change your valve covers. This is a 93 Sierra. It's got the 350 in it. And I just had a new engine put in. I hit about 275,000 and finally had a head that cracked. So I had a 94 engine from a Chevy put in, and looked under the hood and the valve covers looked like crap. So I decided that I was gonna take them off and paint them. It's kind of a pain in the ass at first, but anyway, I already got one side off. Basically all I had to do was take the bolts. There's 4 bolts on each side. Take those out. You can see where I already took them off. Right there and all the way up. Unhook your hoses. I had to disconnect my PCV hose from here. And on this side, I had some brackets that I had to unscrew. There's a bracket, I don't know if you can see it. This bracket back here, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Used a 9/16. I had to use a wrench. I couldn't use my ratchet. I couldn't get it back there on this one. There's also another bracket located right down here on this side. It was totally in the way. Everything loosened up really well. I didn't need a hammer or anything. There's a bracket you can see right here. I had to take it off. And then last but not least, I actually ended up having to unbolt my engine oil rod right there. That's just one little bolt. It's a 3/8 bolt. Just unhook it, move it out of the way. You can see that my gasket on here was actually already torn. Other than that, all I really had to do, so obviously I had to take the air filter off. That was pretty easy. You just unscrew the lid and the whole thing lifts right up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other cover out. Alright, some stuff I wanted to point out. To get this cover off, I had to disconnect this line right here, and I also had to disconnect it from the back of, see this black bracket right here? It was screwed into the back. It was basically just making like a cage where I couldn't get the valve cover off. So that's pretty much it on this side. Few other things. So on the left side over here, this valve cover had a PCV hose, which was connected right here, and I broke that. It's pretty, here it is. It snapped. So got a replacement one, which was whopping $3. And then also I decided to go ahead and get a new valve, because I didn't know what kind of shape, there it is, what kind of shape it was going to be in. See, it's shaking like that. I didn't know if the other one was going to be clogged. All I had to do to take it out of the valve was, here's my old one. I just had to, and it was actually fine. Didn't move quite as much, but I just took a pair of pliers and pulled it out of the top. So I went ahead and painted the covers. They're still taped off. They were nice. It's Ford blue, but I think it matches with the bottom of the truck right there. So I mean, who cares? And then I went ahead and repainted my cover for my air filter. It needed another coat. I thought, why not? I still had that can of paint laying around. And then I also decided that I was just going to paint my bolts, so I cut some holes in some cardboard, shoved them through there. So I'll go ahead and reinstall and see how it looks. Alright guys, what do you think? Pretty happy with it. I'm glad I decided not to paint the washers for the bolts. I like that look a lot. And install wasn't too bad. Nothing crazy. The only thing that kind of sucked was not getting gasket sealant everywhere. So I had to wipe my covers down. I got kind of messy. Other than that, glad I repainted the cover for my air filter. So it's back to looking nice, and tried to wipe the engine compartment down a little bit. I think the next thing I need to do is paint this. I didn't really notice how bad this looked, but now compared to everything else, it needs to get taken care of. Not a biggie though, and you can't really see them very well over here because of the air system, but looks good. I'm happy with it.